Good boy. So handsome. So handsome. So handsome. Hang on,
luck on your presentation. Thank you. Good luck staying awake for 8 hours.
was just gonna bring her to it, but. Maybe one day she'll be as good as Rizzy about putting my spurs on. She's standing there, but nothing.
Oh, I got that red fire engine. Good morning.
Oh shoot, I wore the wrong shoes into the arena.
Uh-oh.
All the sand gets in my shoes.
You want to just quick check the saddle? I put it a little bit, I know yesterday you said it was a little bit too far back or something, and I put it a little bit more forward.
No, that looks fine.
Is it? Okay. I think I got it exactly where you want it. Okay.
That's the potential sheet for Lemuel.
Okay.
Nancy, I brought that sheet down so we can see if that fits. It's a 78, I have no idea. I was just there. I had to spend that money. And, I mean, because then I figured if it doesn't fit, we can take it back, but I still was able to.
Is that at Sport Horse, or?
Yeah.
Gonna see if maybe they could get that bit faster.
I called the place, because I'm gonna buy one too.
I thought you might like it, because they have.
Well, I
some
wanna
really-
try it. I don't know if
Yeah.
I like it until I try it.
Right,
Because
right.
everybody makes the same claim.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody does. That's what I was gonna talk to you about.
The bit?
Yeah, the bit, so you can look it up too, Nancy. It's called Fager, F-A-G-E-R.
Okay.
And the reason I know about it is because Karen, the lady who trained this horse suggested that was the bit they thought would really work for her. And I think that so I looked it up, and I think it might be, I thought, well, the one to really try it on is Mr., I don't like anything on my tongue, so could you please take that whole bridle away? Could we ride bridleless? I'd do it just fine.
I can do it on my own.
I can do it on my own, like, come on, ladies. And then, if we were to like it, that could be one, I mean, we could get obviously a different size for Lemuel, but, so we've been trying to find it, because Karen's trying to find one too, and, it's out of stock at least at the, Evergreen Equestrian, I don't know what place I called. And see if we could find it. So we measured for him,
What is he?
he is,
5 1/4?
50 inch.
I'm trying to think of the width was, oh, I know what we have to do. In order to decide what this lady wanted us to do, is to take the bit, the curb bit, and I can do this with both horses. And if you take it push it against this side, it should only come out by 1 to 1.5 centimeters.
Right.
This is the right size. Let me check yours on her. So we can measure that curve, but that's the width we want.
Okay.
I think it was 120.
She said that to come out of the mouth, you can try it with a tape, but
Yeah.
Hardy's is, so this comes out more than
Right.
1.5
Now, I do
centimeters.
have another, bit that might be better, but I don't think so. I think that's the one that we have.
Well, I know, but
downstairs.
when you're measuring, what size did you?
She told me the size that I needed was 13.5 centimeters, and the 50 millimeter shank.
Because I think I measured his bit, and he's 12.5 centimeters. So
Okay.
13.5 is bigger than what his face uses.
Huh.
Yes.
Well,
So
she
why don't
said
we,
that
well,
that's
yeah,
what
but why don't, let's
we
go with what
we
and with what the manufacturer says.
Right, and the out of stock only applies to the size she gave me. The other size, the smaller size.
The smaller size they have, but I think the smaller size is too small. Maybe not. Anyway, let's stick Nancy on it.
Okay.
With you,
Yeah,
with the,
Yeah, I'm good
well,
at
with the two of you on it, we should find about 16 of them.
Hey, I am a good investigator.
Both of you are good investigators.
So
We did our walk and shoulder in and our
Okay, good. Let's get started right away since I have to take the little one up.
what's with him?
So his
Blood.
his white blood cell count came back at 25,000. So it's just steadily going up. And then Dr. Stein said he thought he heard some rattle.
Okay.
So he wants MSU to do the lung ultrasound. He says he's just not that experienced.
Yeah.
And so Betsy Carr, you know Betsy, she's the woman with whitish blonde hair up there. I know you'd recognize her if you
Yeah,
saw her.
yeah, so.
But she's on clinic today, so
Oh,
we'll
okay.
see her. And then we will, and then another woman, or another vet, I don't know if it's a woman or not.
Okay,
But they'll do a lung ultrasound.
great.
That's a good walk, Nancy.
Yeah, we've been getting better.
But you would like to have a little more connection.
Yeah.
And now it's a nice tempo and rhythm, but now he has to really round his back up. So you have not enough connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say yeah to me. I'm like, just get me the connection. Round him. Round him down. He can't come up every time you ask for down. Yes, and now let the back come through. Same thing, yes, good Karen. Good Karen. Yes, good. Good. Very good. Very good. Now, let's do, again, for rider technique, let's do 10-meter circles at E and at B. And in this arena, let's just say you're going to hit, you actually hit the center line. And then your other arms of your circle are symmetrical. That's better, Nancy. Yeah, now you come and find, you guys, I can see her little pink tongue.
Yeah, she's a little bit,
I saw it all day yesterday.
yeah, well you see it in the other bits that the trainer was
Oh, she
using?
sticks her tongue out?
Yes, she was opening her mouth and going this. It's on, you're looking at the customer and the videos and stuff, but yeah, she did.
Yeah, I didn't see it on the videos. Good, walking through a little bit, Nancy. Yeah, when you feel, that's good. Karen, now collect that walk a little. It's very good in tempo, but now collect the walk a little. Good, so balance back. When you think of collection, you want to think of weight balance. Good, yeah, and then when you get a little like, what's he doing? Then just press for a minute into the contact, thinking into the contact and the contact back on the hind legs. Sort of like a circle forward and the circle comes back. Circle forward to the bit and then that bit, especially at walk, balances to the back. All right, that's good, very good, Nancy. All right, let's, when you're ready, make a change of rein and let's see it the other way. Make your connection that the energy comes forward and then the bit transfers weight to the back legs. A little slower on Stella. Let her, because she's kind of fussing in the bridle. A little bit, Karen, when you feel that, think balance back. And you're like on the left side, if you feel she's like tugging through a little, just remind her how to balance back. Yeah, and then Cardi, on the other hand, always needs a little bit of tempo increase. He can get a little slow in his collection. And now rounding through when it gets a little stilty-gated. The other thing you can do, Nancy, is shoulder 4. So can you, Karen, a little shoulder 4. So I should see it more the left front, little more. There. And then your circle. Good, and turning. So she didn't get enough turn to make this step. So so I want you to think, by the top of your 10-meter circle, you have got to be turning enough that that horse is actually looking to be. So where's B? Turn. The horse at the top of your circle has to be looking to the letter. Good. You do yours at R and you do another one at P, Nancy. Collect, Stella. Good. And now start turning. She should be looking to the next spot. Come on. She should be looking almost back to R, the mare. Yeah, she's turning. Yeah, better. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
They've got to actually be continuing to turn when they, if you picture it in your mind, when they hit the center line, they must be equally arced and the same amount of arc in the front as in the back when you hit that point. Let's change the rein and do it the other way. Turning. Yeah, so she should, yeah, good, Karen. Turning. So we're going to change the rein somehow?
Did I change me?
Yes.
No,
Did I go the same way?
you're going the same way. Let's go on to the left. Keep the walk. Careful about noodling her with your spurs all the time. Because remember, that will make her really dull to the going forward. Good. At walk, think of back of your calf. Inside, back. All right, then E, Karen, 10-meter circle. So at walk, it's slow enough for the rider to really get a good feeling for how they're going to be turning. Go ahead, Nancy, at P. Okay, now turning, she's got to be looking back. Stella's got to be looking back at the letter. Make her look at that letter. Good. Good. And then you just have to keep the arc there in the last quadrant.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, one more, please. So a little shorter the rein and a little more marching walk, Nancy. And then your turn. Start looking. He's not looking. And now but you should be able to have him start looking, but not that making the circle too small. Do it again. So it's tricky because you have to ride the body so the circle doesn't get too small.
Okay.
You gotta watch the length of time everybody's working.
Okay.
They're at 6 hours both. I don't mean James anymore. And they're doing a really nice job, so maybe I told Sebastian, we'll do our little meetings and maybe we can condense, like a one day do this and
Mm-hmm.
so I want the barn to still look good.
Yeah.
So I explained it to Phil too, but there's just not quite enough money. Okay, so if that's shoulder in, you really have a really strong leg yield.
Yeah, I felt that. And I knew you were gonna say something. I didn't know exactly what, but I'm not filling up the right rein.
Well, it's not quite with a bend.
Yes.
So when they're leg yielding, they've gotten a little too straight on the inside. But let's go to trot now, since today we did a lot of walk circles, so they should be supple and ready to go into trot. Keep the connection. Good, Karen, just keep the bit where it is. Good, Nancy. Connect the bits to your shoulders so you don't want to be bending you don't want to be bouncing the elbows. You want to be connected to your back. Yeah, good, Karen. And then a little bit rounder. Just go straight for a minute and let's just get them more on the bit. So I want you to feel like the right side is on the bit, rounding to the right. Yep, keep it. Keep it so she doesn't nod down and pick it back up again. So, yeah, good. Good, Nancy. Make it more, so your hand is really stable, but interestingly enough, the horse's head is not. So, yeah, I want to see that head not move. Yes, yes, good, good, good. And the same thing on Stella. We want to see that the head does not move. You can keep rounding there so she comes a little bit more on the vertical. So be a little more definite about left side right now. And keep the right. Yeah, watch that the rein stays stable on the neck. Better, Nancy. Good. So now I'd like to see 10-meter circles. We're going to focus a little bit on the circles. Now inside rein into the neck a little. Keep the trot on the corner. Yeah, good. Keep the trot. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, pretty good now down there, Karen. Good. Good, Nancy, that's nice turning. Good, Karen, that's nice on the bed. Not too short, too short. Go back down and do another one at R. Good, at R, 10-meter circle, just watch out for Cardi. You should, yeah, she's turning. Yeah, good, so good correction. Good correction. Yes, very good on the white horse. Let's make a transition to walk. Super good. So let's just think through what
Long reins or no?
what long reins is fine, yes. So that continual turning, one, it makes for a beautiful circle, okay, and a correct circle. And then you resist that, or you know, there's less a chance for that third quadrant to bow way out. If you're thinking they need to be in this arc when they hit the center line. So that was really good to manage the second half of your circle. And then it's an easy enough exercise that you really want to continually think, is your horse really as round as they can be? Are they really as stable as they can be? So you don't really want movement in their necks. Their necks are really supposed to stay stationary. So let's go the other way. And when I say stationary, obviously it's with fluid motion, but
Right, at the shoulders, you're hinged at the shoulders.
well, and that they're not changing their balance and changing their frame all the time. Let's do it this way. A little more on the bit on Cardi. And Nancy, you can think a little more underneath him. Like a little bit of that rotation. Whoa. Yeah, yeah, flex and flex and flex and flex. Good, now think of turning, Karen. Now she should be looking back to the letter. Yeah, come on, she ought to be looking back to that letter. Yes, yes, good try. And now take this part into the contact, down to the outside rein a bit more. Down to the, yep, now, so she kind of wants to spit the bit out there. So you gotta, yeah, no, she gotta stay. She's just trying to explain to you that she doesn't stay when you ask. Outside rein, Karen, outside rein. Rounder. Yes, keep turning. And not letting the circle get to 8 meters. That's too small. Into the contact. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Good on, Cardi. Come. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then your circle on Cartero. Good, good, Karen. Good. Hit the center line. You gotta hit the center lines. And that, when I ride them myself, I keep looking for it. Hit the center line. Yes, hit the, yeah, it was a good attempt, Nancy, but it was still a little bit small. Yeah, Karen, you just went over it by hair, but that's okay, I see the correction. Good, and then straighten down the left. One more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, find it, boom, 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 yeah, there you go. Yes, good, turning. So we went over it. Thought it was a good attempt to fix, yeah, find it, find it, find it. You can write, yes, that was very, oops, now we're going way, whoopsie. First half fine, second half kind of collapsed outward. Once more. Good, Karen. Just careful when you come together. Yes, very good. Very good on Stella. Nice connection. So she at A can walk. Oh, that was very nice on Cardi. Got a little flat down there, but he can walk too. But you can see how to work it, all right? You need to know the parameters. The things you have to have going into the circle. They do have to be light enough to keep turning, and once you and the horse know that they have to stay pretty light to continually turn, even the horse doesn't fall on their forehand, because they anticipate being asked to keep turning. And then I watched the last circle. I could see in both of you an effort to guide your horse to the center line. Mm-hmm. And you need to really do that starting when you come off the track. You've got to already be guiding towards that center line. But in the second quadrant, you are saying, I need a little more of this, a little more of that. I got to get more out, or I got to come more in. And that's a decision you make as you hit the first quarter line. Okay? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then as you hit the center line, you want them to be, their arc should be that the middle of your knee should be when you hit the center line, because you're only supposed to have one stride there. And that's when your leg is touching that center line. So the arc has to be that horse is already starting to look back for the letter. Well, you are looking back for your letter. But then you have to ride to the second quarter line, and so you are juggling all of those pieces for the horse. But the more you do it, the more it becomes second nature to you. You'll begin to think, well, I know I've got this. And then your circles are very easily adjusted, which is what you really need, is that adjustability. But first you have to know how to get from this, how to draw your circle with your horses.
Yeah, that marker of turning when you're on the center line, that really
Yes.
rung a bell with me.
That's right. And then a couple
'Cause
times,
otherwise then you're like way out.
and a couple of times that made the second half a bit small,
Mm-hmm.
but that's okay. You're practicing. The horse is saying, oh, I can turn. So reward your horse, because your horse did exactly what you asked. You did it a little too much, but that horse turned. So they did exactly what they're supposed to do. So you have to watch that. And you guys aren't doing this at all, but you can see people get after the horse. Okay, they asked it to turn sharp. The horse did turn sharp. It wasn't what the rider thought. That's not what the rider wanted, but that's what they asked for. And then they're correcting the horse like the horse chose to fall in. And you have to say, oh, good Lord, don't blame your horse for the mistakes you make. All right, what would you like to do as the next exercise?
Collection.
An out?
Yeah, collection and out.
Okay, let's do that.
'Cause that's always, that is.
That's always
like,
good, and it's
that's
really
a
good
skill
for,
me that it needs a
it's
lot
good
of
for
work.
Stella too.
Okay.
Oops, his thing broke out.
Oh.
Maybe this will get the-
Are we going to the left or the right?
Yeah, left is good. And then you can bring Stella just a little rounder. Otherwise, it's pretty nice straightness today. How you feeling, Karen, in the saddle?
So far, so good. A little
Okay, okay. Because you look, I really like I really like what you look like. Good, now you have to commit him forward. He's taking too small a step behind. Yes, Cartero sometimes takes bigger steps in front than in back. So you have to, yes, this is better. Good. All right, so between two letters will be your collection. That was good. Yeah, so you've got to take her. So Karen, your mission today is roundness. Roundness as you do every exercise. It's just getting a feel of her. You know, Rizzy just sort of went there and stayed there. Good, Nancy, and yes, yes, and out. Oh, that was nice. Oh, that was really nice. Good, once or twice more. Keep a little bit the base of the neck supple. Good, Karen, and collect again. And out. Yeah, really, really nice. Just get that little bit of throughness on the left. That's okay, she can do it. You're fine, little girl. Good, and then collect and out. Oh, that's okay, that's okay. Now I want Cartero to go all the way back to Piaf.
Okay.
Bring her back again, Karen, when you get on the wall. Yes, and out. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, collect again. Yes, and out. Nice. She's just coming a little bit above the bit in it. The body is quite correct. Just try for roundness. Try to keep the roundness. You fight for it a little bit. All right, let me see Piaf from Cardi. Back, into Piaf. Into Piaf. Yeah, stay, on the spot. You're hitting at the wrong moment, Nancy. Now, and try not to hit. Because that's what he does when you tap. On the spot, on the spot, on the spot. Don't tap. I just said don't tap.
I thought you said tap.
No, don't tap. On the spot. Sit up. Legs. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a little too slow. Bump, 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 bump with your leg. Bump, 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 and now out.
Hey, Ann,
Yes.
I'm hitting that spot again pretty bad.
Do you want to post?
I can.
Try posting the other way, because we're going to go the other way. And see if we can just do her collection and out.
Oh, I think if I turn the other way, it's probably not going to hit.
Your choice. If it feels good, sit, because it's easier. Yes, good. And good, Nancy, then come on the diagonal. Yep, take a little rounder. Good, in the context so she doesn't cringe at you with the grinding of her teeth. Right, rein into the neck. Good. Sit back, Karen. Stay back. Keep a little straighter on the left. She's got a little bit of a collapse in the right side of her neck. Shorten your reins a little bit, Nancy. And have life to your fingers a little. Collect, back, 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 and out, out, out. Good. Good, Nancy. Out, 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 out. Stay collected. Yes, better. Collect on Stella. Yeah, round, keep it round. You're right. Keep fighting for the roundness to the left and out. Good. It's fine. She's fine. She'll be finer in another week or two. Good. And out, Nancy. So he doesn't, but he must stay round instead of like, whoa, yeah, so he can't argue in his neck to Piaf. All right, so we just lost her a little bit, Karen. Let's try.
No, I stopped her. It's too
Oh,
much.
too sore?
Yeah.
All right, do you want to just stop?
I was fine up until that point, and I just let you know. I could try this posting, but I probably would lose her.
All right, do you want to stop?
Yeah, I think today.
All right, that's
I
fine.
can feel that spot. We'll start again tomorrow. tomorrow?
No, that's fine.
I thought we did really good today, though.
You did very well. It was very nice. It was very good, really beginning to create sort of a connection.
Yes.
Yes, and now out, 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 out. Keep the reins, Nancy, keep the reins. Round him more. Yeah, take a hold. Yes, down. He can be rounder. Rounder, 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 rounder. Stay round. He's a Grand Prix horse, for Christ's sake. He can stay round and sit back. Yes, he sits back on his hind legs and keeps his body round. Yeah, he doesn't like choose the frame. Good, so that's a little softer. Round, Nancy. Keep him round, and then you can be light, but he's got to stay round. His neck has to stay in position. Shape his neck again. Good, and now forward, 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 forward. Better, better. Yes, better, better. Good, on the next long side, half steps. Good, keep him round. Keep him round, come, keep him round. Good, round, round before you start. Don't do it unless he's round. And now half steps. Round, round, right, back, back, back. Come, tap, 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 tap with your spur. 1, 2, come on, he's gotta stay trotting. Good, now out. Yes, don't go too big too fast. And now out. Good, better. Good, and in, collect. And out, stay in collection. Cover, but travel over the ground with each step. Come on. Good, and out. Good, and collect. And out. Good. Round, round, and out. Yes, yes, very good now. And now collect and walk. Yes, good. Good, Nancy, so that little bit more roundness. One, it creates a little bit more consistency because he's not quite so much into opening, oops, you know, how he can diddle around up there, you know. I'm giving, but I'm not, I'm giving, but I'm not. Once you say, no, you are, and you're going to stay here, then the aides begin to, he doesn't obsess about his face. As he can get into, especially with that tongue business, he can get preoccupied with what's going on with the reins, and this just is, he's not thinking about it, you know, he's like, I'm just fussing. So, so you have to watch that you don't get drawn into that obsession. And so that we're always, so if you take him a little rounder and then begin to work the body more, then he stays more stable in front, and the both of you start to think about elasticity and balance and forward. So I would just go, I wouldn't even mind to see you over round him.
Okay.
For a while, you
Yeah.
know, he can handle it. It's not like he can't come back up. And I think it will be a good exercise for you to get it a little lower, a little rounder, and then work the body.
Okay. Yeah, I can feel that there's like this special spot when I do get him round enough, then I can feel like his back
That's
come
right.
up, and I feel like I can just like be so light in
Yes.
my position.
That's where I want you to go to.
Rather than if I don't, then it's like a little strung out. And
Yes,
it's a little hollow,
exactly.
And I have a hard time.
That's exactly right, and then things start to drift away. So that's exactly what we're saying, is that, you know, find that spot, then begin to work the body. And sometimes you will have to use the reins to find the spot, but it becomes so much easier once there's a better shape to his neck, because then those muscles go like this instead of hang out like this, which, you know, he knows how to survive. I don't really need to be that round. It's just Nancy.
Right. Just this girl is learning up there.
She give me sugar. It doesn't matter how good I am. I don't have to be good, I get sugars anyway.
I get sugars and scratches anyway.
Yeah, that's right, doesn't matter, like, Ann, could you leave now? We've got our own thing going here. Anyway, you got the point, so. So, check out that F-A-G-E-R, but it's the F-A-G-E-R, Sophia.
Okay.
And I measured his, I think it measured 12 and a half. You can do it, just take the little thing and measure it centimeters, and it goes from inside to inside.
Okay.
And then, the other things were, 15 millimeters. 15 is the shank, not 17, 15. And it's titanium, and what other size was there?
So it's the Verdun? Or
No,
the-
it's the curve.
It's the curve, okay.
It's the curve, so they'll call it Weymouth.
Okay,
That will be what it says.
okay.
And it's supposed to have the most tongue relief. It does go forward. Again, tongue relief can mean upper palate pressure. So we don't know, but I wouldn't mind trying, I mean, I'm pretty much into the new kinds of things because people are trying to make things better.
Right.
And it's like 153 euros is what you should be, it shouldn't be, I don't think it's more than that anywhere.
Okay.
But they have their own company, I think it's in Great Britain, I think. And so it can, I don't know what they have in stock over there. It was hard for me to kind of get an idea. And then, but I did call begins with an E, it's Evergreen, I don't know, it's equestrian, ever something equestrian. And they have them coming in 2 to 3 weeks. And we can order online, and then we are in line for when they come in. But see if anybody's got one.
Okay, I
And
will.
then, but those were the things that measured for him, and that what we should do is check again, Robert. I think we got